yeah. Oh 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 yeah. Yeah. Bow, 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 bow. How we doing? Ladies and gentlemen, Thursday Night Football is upon us. It's your boy Rick Rosen on the Boom Fantasy app. We're hanging out for another 2 hours till kickoff. I hope you're okay with that. It's okay with me. This is a pretty good game. Double-digit point favorite for Thursday Night Football tonight, and we will fully chop it up over the next 2 hours. I'm here for all weekend fantasy advice. I'm also keeping an eye on Brewers Rockies right now. You know your boys got a bet in for that game. I'm on Brewers team total. Heyo, Brewers team total over 4. We are halfway there thanks to MVP and Pete Davidson lookalike Christian Yelich. What's going on, gang? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thursday Night Football is upon us. It's so great. I'm an anti-Thursday Night Football guy, but I love the lack of football hangover I get, where all I have to do is get through. I can get through Tuesday, but I really just got to get through Wednesday, because Tuesday I'm still like reveling and soaking it in and getting hype, and I'm going over game film and I'm watching NFL Game Pass. Wednesday sucks. But we had the Yankees, and that anxiety that comes with seeing the local team lose, that was a nice little carryover until today. NFL football's back. Julian Edelman's back. Heyo, 2 great quarterbacks in Thursday night, which is what made last week so good, because when the weeks are short, the quarterbacks have the edge. The defenses are the ones that need the prep time. It's so much harder to play defense than it is to play offense. I think that's one of the biggest things you're seeing through the first 5 weeks of football season, where we have this offensive explosion. Crack a cold one for the boys. It is so much harder to play defense in the NFL. And now we get the Patriots, masters of preparation and efficiency. On a short week, it's got to be a double-digit spread. Then you factor in I'm going to drop seltzer on an outlet and explode for you guys. Entertainment. Then we factor in the lack of T.Y. Hilton. Maybe the Colts missing some names on defense. Oh, it's got all the makings of a blowout. I was on our Thursday night video. It's posted in the app and on our YouTube channel. I was talking with Tyler, our pinch hitter from Daily Fantasy Insider, and he and I talked about what kind of game this could be. And I told him this could be a Jonas Gray game, right? This could be a game where the third receiver comes out the woodwork, where someone who didn't have a job in the NFL last week comes through and has a performance to remember, because this was the matchup for Jonas Gray. I want to see if I can find his stat line. Jonas Gray stats. Jonas Gray finished his career with 588 rushing yards. 588 rushing yards. And he had 201 in one game. Let's pull up the box here. This is November 16th, 2014. I'm an old man. I didn't realize this was an Olympiad ago. We're looking at 4 years progress. But Chuck Pagano, Bill Belichick. Is there ever a more lopsided coaching matchup in the history of NFL strategy? 42-20. That's what happens. That was in Foxborough. Okay, so it might be a little different. No, it wasn't. It was at Lucas Oil. I know it was in Lucas Oil. Why am I doing this to myself? For some reason, Pro Ref is going soccer style with the home team on the left. Not the biggest fan. I make do with what I make do. First quarter, Jonas Gray. Second quarter, Jonas Gray. Third quarter, Jonas Gray. Fourth quarter, Jonas Gray. Yeah, he had a day. 37 carries for 201 yards and 4 touchdowns. I should have made a video just about this for tonight. It might be the single biggest one-game aberration in fantasy football history. It's freaking insane. Let me zoom it in. In case you're on mobile, you don't know. Let me just, oh God. So much zoom. Well, now I'm going to be blocked. We over-zoomed when we should have zoomed. There it is. 37 carries, 201 yards. Truly the game of his life. You could play in the NFL. There are players that played in the NFL for 15 years that never had a game like that. Never had a 4 touchdown rushing game. In fact, this is a good time to go on a tangent. Let's look at 4 TD rush games NFL history, because I don't think there's been a lot. Single game leaders. Okay, so Jim Brown, Clinton Portis, Cookie Gilchrist, and James Stewart for the Jags. Wow, in 97 had 5 totes. That's impressive. There are 6. Oh no, that's 6. There's a lot of people that did it 4 times, actually. I'm very amazed. Wow, there's names on here. The 4 touchdown club is a cool club. But Jonas Gray might be the worst running back out here. I don't know. Turdell Middleton, Roland Hooks. There's some freaking names here. Joey Adai had a 4-tote game. Go get yours, brother. I don't know a lot of these guys, but I also don't know why Jonas Gray is so high up. I feel like I remember the D'Angelo Williams game, but I also don't think I do. But these names are phenomenal. Dickerson. Boombox. What? Tomlinson obviously had a 4 touchdown. How many Tomlinson have? He's got to be on here more than once. There's 1, 2, 3. I remember LeGarrette Blount's. LeGarrette Blount had one against the Colts too? Stop. In the same year? The same calendar year. Because this is the 2013. Yeah, this was 2013-2014 playoffs. Oh my God. It's almost the same score too. How did I not realize this? I remember this being a blowout. Because it was at Gillette. This was the game after the Colts-Chiefs wild card. Yeah, this was one of the greatest playoff games in the history of the NFL. This 45-44 game, this Colts-Chiefs game, this is one of the best games in NFL history. This is the official Andrew Luck is a top 5 quarterback guy. Look at this box score. Ugh. Dwayne Bowe getting it done. Hilton answers right back. Then Alex Smith flexes the deep ball. Donnie Avery had wheels. And then the Chiefs go up 24-7. And you're like, oh. What do we do? But that's not it. They kept going. Nile Davis scored 2 totes, and it was 38-10 in the 3rd quarter. That's how you finish playoff games, with 2 Nile Davis touchdowns. 1 to close the first half and 1 to open the 3rd quarter. Wild efficiency there, by the way. Donald Brown was the backup running back. I remember that. Caught 2. Suck up answer back. Fleener. Luck. And then this one. I remember this. Can we watch this? Luck to Hilton versus Chiefs. Am I going to get banned? Muting it. It's muted, so they can't find the audio on our stream. This isn't the right touchdown. 64-yard game-winning touchdown against Chiefs. Colin Tellez. Clean pocket. Oh, dude. Andrew Luck does not do this anymore. Oh my God. Look at this dime. Over the top. First of all, that coverage is horrible. I'd love to see coaches film for this. 2013 AFC Wildcard Playoffs. Can we get that in Game Pass? What kind of coverage was that? This was the 2013, 2014. Yeah, I'm got my sign in right. 2018, 2013, right? 2013 divisional. No. What? Wild card. Yeah, boy. Coaches. Wow, we got it. We got it. This is awesome. I can watch this game in 40 minutes. Game Pass really is the GOAT, y'all. All plays. Q4. Luck to... Wow, they got a lot of plays. That's the Andrew Luck 5-yard run. Timeouts, timeouts, timeouts. Ryan Suckup. This is the Suckup field goal. Wow, 3rd and 11. They got him in 3rd and 11. Look at this. Okay, so this is 4... Wow, I can't believe we're watching this in the coach's film. This is sick. This is sick. Can I make it bigger? Okay, so what are the Chiefs in? It looks like zone. That's 56. Derek Johnson, so good. Dude, Game Gamer. Game Pass is sick. We're watching a coach's film from 2014. It goes all the way back to... I'll check later how late it goes back, but this could be an unofficial commercial for Game Pass. They spread them out. They got Doyle out there. They got Hilton out there. This is like a cover 4. It's like quarters. No, this is cover 3. He's going to follow him. This is just a burn by Hilton, I guess. He was all the way on the left. They worked the combination where Doyle was the inside man and he posts out. Does it pull the safety? It does. So then you're just splitting the gaps right there. Perfect. And Luck hasn't even, I think he's about to throw the ball. Or the ball's already in the air. Oh, that ball been in the air. That's my bad. Dude, the reason I would be the worst quarterback ever is just because I would hold on to the ball too long. But the ability to throw wide receivers open is the most unheralded ability in the history of football. You either got it or you don't, because it takes trust and confidence, and those things can be eroded, you know? Those things are finite. Not finite, but those things can be eroded. Yeah. So they're going to back off. He's going to play back, and Hilton's going to go right through those 2 middle safeties. So it's essentially a double on Hilton to the sideline, and then Doyle's move. So it's really Luck being that dude. He hasn't thrown the ball yet, but once he's going to watch the guy all the way in the top, that defensive back, he's watching his hips, because once he turns outside to cover Doyle, that's when he knows Hilton is just going to rip past those safeties. Because you see, you could still see the bottom right safety right next to my face. That dude's got no chance at making this play. So let's stop it when Luck lets it rip. So look, you can see that top guy has planted his foot. He is not following Hilton anymore. He's coming up to the tight end. And if that guy wants to take with Hilton, Luck's going to take that, and that's 5, 10, 15, 18 yards. He's going to put that on the dime. But he's about to let this rip to Hilton. He's on the 30, 10, 20, 30. They're 30 yards apart. How much does he lead him, though? 5, 10, leads him about 10 yards into the pocket. Absolutely disgusting. Womp. Housel's. That's unbelievable, man. We got a backside view now, right? Yeah, I love Game Pass. See, this doesn't do us anything but check the pocket and let you know how fast T.Y. Hilton is. Safeties bumping each other has nothing to do with it, because it's 2 bad angles, but as you can see, there's no way they're making that play. We go back to the snap. There's no way that safety's making that play, because T.Y. Hilton's got a full head of steam, and the other dude's 15 yards away. Ow! So this is a play from 2014. That's how we start the show. These Colts will not be showing up tonight, right? These Colts, don't really exist anymore. That line doesn't really exist anymore. T.Y. Hilton's not even going to play tonight. That run game isn't what it was. Andrew Luck's shoulder isn't what it was. I just want to look up where we're at in yards per attempt, because that's where Luck is showing his biggest regression. This is yards per attempt leaders so far in the NFL. Obviously, Fitzpatrick, number 1. Excuse me, burping in the microphone like an asshole. Family show. I want to check that tweet. Let's just do a Control F and look for Luck. There's Andrew Luck, ranked behind Josh Allen and Dak Prescott. This is the most concerning thing. I think some of this is a function of Frank Reich's offense and their inability to run consistently. So you get that thing where the short passing game is the running game. But 6.05 yards per attempt with a longest completion of 42 yards is not good, right? However, this is where I push back, right? Yards per attempt, one of the worst quarterbacks in the league. Fine. Passer rating, he's sitting at 21, ahead of Stafford, ahead of Roethlisberger. I will take that at this point. And yards per game isn't that bad too, because they're always throwing the ball. Like, okay, Andrew Luck isn't throwing it as far, but he's throwing it just as much. So the shoulder is fine. In terms of yards per game, 282 puts him 16th. A yard behind Aaron Rodgers, okay? And a yard in front of Eli Manning. 15 yards in front of Eli Manning. Okay? So obviously, it's a passing league, and all these numbers mean nothing at this point. When someone's like 282 used to be really good, right? And now it's in the 20s in the NFL or low teens. And it goes to show the transition in offense in the NFL. Look at these numbers. 354 passing yards per game. Goff, 352 passing yards per game. Per game. Those were season highs in previous years. So like, let's try to get this right. I'm trying to find NFL passing yards single game leaders. I'm trying to find out what the biggest passing game was in a specific year. This should get me where I need to be in terms of years. There should only be one 2007. Okay, so this is kind of where we're at. Right? So this is the biggest passing yard games, and this is the years. This is not going to get me where I want to be. I already know. This is not it. This ain't it, Chief. But while we're here, what up, Matt Schaub? Little 530-yard banger against the Jags. What up? What up, dog? How many times does Brady get on here? This is the best single game performance in a given season. So Brady has the current record. Oh no, this is last season in the Super Bowl. That's interesting. No, this shouldn't be right. Or in a calendar year? Because this is... Uh-oh. We found a break in the system. Brady's on here for two... Oh, dude. Brady's on here for Super Bowls. This is so stupid. This is the best passing performances in any game ever. And Brady's on here twice for a freaking Super Bowl. The Eagles Super Bowl, 505 yards. The Falcons Super Bowl, 466. You gotta be kidding me. What? Oh, sorry. We don't want to watch me watching me. Bring it in. I'm trying to figure out where I'm hearing myself. I think it's my headphones through my phone. Yep. Turn that ish all the way down. And then I don't hear like voices in my head a little bit. What's going on, guys? How we doing? Isn't that fun digging through box scores? I'm rocking my replay gear in honor of baseball. It's baseball time. Let's check in on Brewers Rockies. We got Brewers team total. It's looking healthy. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, steaks medium rare. Christian Yelich is an MVP. I can't believe the Marlins gave him away. Derek Jeter, very sharp. Very sharp. We're going to look at props tonight. We're going to look at our best bet for tonight. I want to find that stat about double-digit favorites. Betting double-digit favorites in the NFL. Fastbreakbets.com. Since the 1989 season, favorites of 10 points or more are 418, 430, and 16 against the spread. In the last... Okay, so this is I'm basically summarizing this article that I don't want you to read because the text is too small. By running the numbers on just the past 10 years, since 2007, 167, 149, and 3. So we're still hitting 52%. You come out 3 units ahead. Scoring in the league has notably increased since the 2012 season. Double-digit favorites are 69 and 51 against the spread since that time when NFL scoring has increased. That's 57.5. Large favorites are almost always one of the league's top teams, and top teams rarely lose 2 games in a row. If a big favorite lost their previous game, the trend increases even more to 30, 15, and 1. That doesn't apply here. I'm not sure I like the concept of a double-digit favorite being a lock. I don't really like that. Steven of fastbreakbets.com. But I'm sure we could find another, if that numbers don't work in our favor, let's become another double-digit favorite guy. These are from 2018. Okay. Let's see. We got another article here. Let's control F to the words we need. Home dogs. That's what we want. One aspect of wagering on home dogs, it's NFL betting odds display those that are 10 or greater. Since 1995, NFL double-digit home underdogs are 69-42 against the spread. Even more astounding, if they were coming off a straight-up and spread loss in their previous game and failed to cover by 10 or more, those sizable dogs improved to an extremely inspiring 32-9, 78%. Since 2000, okay, here we go. This is a stat, baby. Buckle up. We might have to bring it in for this one. We might have to bring it in, get real dramatic. This doesn't even apply to this game. Did I get rid of bring it in? Nah, what's up, man? Focus. It's me and you now. I've been waiting. We're not even clear. This is SD, as SD as it gets. All right. Here it comes. Since 2000, home underdogs of 10 or more after game 11 of the season, coming off a straight up and spread loss in which they failed to cover by 10 or more, a perfect 17-0 against the spread. What? Are you kidding me? That is banana sandwich. That's the mostest. That's bonkers. That's cuckoo bananas. Let's file that away, because we'll be doing this after week 11. After week 11, right? After week 11, home dog of 10 or more didn't cover the spread by 10 points or more the previous week and lost, which is it's the same thing. I'm gonna tuck that one. I'm gonna file that away. That's a cute one. That's the nuggets we watch for. That's the nuggets that we live for. What a beautiful little nugget. Live right now. My friend that has not been sports betting, and he just recently got into sports betting, it's so funny watching him reach conclusions about things. Oh no, I shattered my work phone. That's so bad. This fell on the bus. Fuck. That's so bad. It's fine because screens are whatever, but that just sucks. Oh, coworkers, if you're watching this, I did another thing. Thursdays have not been good to me. Aside from being able to smash the spread, we nailed Rams-Vikings last week. We even bought it down to 6, so we covered. Thursdays have not been good, and that's another not good thing. Dolly! No bueno. Holy shit. I didn't even notice. I was on the bus. It fell out of my pocket. Oh my God, that is so brutal. Really good, Rick. Really strong. Strong performance. Everybody likes that. Everybody likes to see that. High drama on the check down every Thursday. So we're kicking up the gears for our 10-point spread. We got our $1 million contest. If you haven't watched the video with Tyler from DFI, it's in the water cooler. Man, I noticed that, and now I'm starting to schwitz. It is what it is. Let's strip. Hey, life goes on, man. It's not about the looks. Hey, Armel. Hey, Milky Mull in the chat. Milky Mull has a fantasy question. Tried to text me about it. So why don't we talk about your fantasy question? Ah, 100th time, long time. We love that. We should do a call-in. We really should do a call-in show. I'm not gonna, but I can. I'm actually going to reach out to a guest right now, see if I want to do a guest spot. Man, this doesn't look good at all. I'm sending out a message to another DFS guy, see if he wants to talk about this matchup. Yep. Yep, we did a thing. We're out here. Okay. Milky Mole, hit me with this fantasy question. I'm really not sure, unless you want me to just look at the text and go through the text, but I really can't do that. I'd prefer you type it out. If you can't type it out, I understand. Just let me know I can't type it out. It's too long. But I prefer you type out your fantasy questions. Someone reached out to me in the YouTube comments earlier today about dropping Russell Wilson. And listen, a couple of years ago, I would say, don't ever do that. Don't ever do that, my guy. But alas, he has underperformed. And they've looked as underwhelming as they've ever been. We always knew that Russell Wilson was the guy, right? And Russell Wilson had to be the leader in all statistical measurements on that team, is what made him the number one fantasy quarterback last year. And as the number one quarterback, we expected a regression. We didn't expect him to stay number one. But golly, the start of the season with these offenses being as explosive as they've been, it really makes Russell Wilson look like he's running the Power I at Brown University circa 1946. It's not impressive. It's not cute. It's not efficient. It's sloppy. The schoolyard stuff loses its touch when other teams are hanging 45 and throwing 5 touchdowns. The schoolyard stuff loses its touch when other coaches are scheming good plays for their star players, and the Seahawks can't even run like a structured play without the pocket breaking down. That's the biggest issue. Patrick Mahomes and Jared Goff are running high caliber precision offenses. Russell Wilson's finger painting, right? Jared Goff and Sean McVay are laser etching. Russell Wilson is doing a clay thing, right? He's got the wheel, he's got the pedal, it's spinning, and he's got a nice little vase going. He's got a nice vase. Sometimes there's ripples in the front, but he'd be like, that makes it look artsy, and he just keeps going. While Sean McVay's got that laser. He's drawn the Mona Lisa in laser. PPR: Edelman, Josh Gordon, Funchess, Quincy, Drake, or Tevin Coleman. Is this one guy? This is between one guy? Okay, so let's break this down. One guy, he says. I'm really upset. Edelman. I don't think Edelman's ready, but Edelman is your leader out the gate for me. I'm off Josh Gordon. I just need to see Josh Gordon get 50% snap share. Once we can do that, once we can be on the field consistently, then we can start talking about fantasy value. I understand it's like having a machine gun in your garage and walking out with a water pistol, but it's just not ready right now. It's not the time. Tevin Coleman's a no. Devontae Freeman's back. So I like Tevin Coleman. Actually, a great matchup this week. I would say he's in second place for me right now. The amount of touches, this is crazy. Let me show you something else here. Let's look at who's carrying the ball. Oh, this is teams. I'm trying to find individual carries. I want to look at rushing stats. This is next gen stats. What is this? Efficiency. No, I'm looking for carries. It really shouldn't be that hard. Why does this look like this? Sometimes I look at ESPN articles and it gives me like old school ESPN, like text, no images. Like it's 1998 and I got my phone cord plugged in. Single season, 2018. Through past seasons. No, come on. Come on, guys. 2018. Player stats. Rushing. Wowza, that took forever. Okay, Carlos Hyde leads the league. He's got 83 carries so far. Kenyon Drake's got 24. Kenyon Drake's got 33. He's 24 years old. I have my RB2 with Saquon. I would probably rather have Coleman there. Jordan Wilkins has more carries. Look, Alfred Morris has more carries. This sucks. Peyton Barber's got way more carries. 3.2 yards per attempt. Let me see if I can get yards after contact. Running backs, 2018. I'm telling you, it's bonkers. What's E yards? Effective yards? I didn't find the thing that I'm looking. Why make this a clickable thing? Kenyon Drake is number 1 in the league for yards after contact. That's just the thing that I'm trying to say here. I'm trying to say that Kenyon Drake is in the bottom tier of startable running backs in terms of touching the ball and is the top tier running back. Actually, the number 1 running back in the NFL in yards after contact. It's bonkers. So it's Edelman, not Josh Gordon. Funchess, I'm on the fence on. Decent matchup against the Giants, but Funchess is a non-athletic wide receiver 1, which means that a good shutdown corner can erase him from the game, right? Because Funchess is big, but he's not a freak speed athlete. So I bumped down Funchess. Enunwa, I'm just not sold on the Jets right now. The targets are there, but I'm just not willing. You got a lot of talent here. I don't need to throw Quincy Enunwa in there because of opportunity. Tevin Coleman. So for me, it's Edelman and Tevin Coleman. So take it there. At RB2, Tevin Coleman over Breda. Mike Davis had 2 touchdowns rushing against the Cardinals. I thought the Cardinals defense was going to be good. All of the Cardinals have been bad so far. But if you want to toe like this, if it's PPR, Matt Breda will get the checkdowns from CJ Beathard. CJ Beathard loves to check down. Matt Breda is the passing back, not Alfred Morris. So if you're going to scoop up, if you're going to collect receptions, I think Matt Breda could probably get more involvement. The way I see that Atlanta-Pittsburgh game going, like, everyone agrees that's a boat race, right? Everyone agrees that's as high scoring as we're going to get this week. So that would mean Tevin Coleman. Unless you were trying to keep the Steelers' offense off the field, in which case you would keep plugging away with Devontae Freeman. But Devontae Freeman's just back from an MCL thing, so why push that? You dig? It's an interesting proposition for sure. Breda or Coleman. I'm leaning Breda. I think that game's going to be more competitive. Breda's the more explosive of the two in terms of the ability to break open a run, but it's not by much. You just don't see Tevin Coleman break long runs. But in reality, you don't see anybody break long runs in the NFL, really. That's just the way it is. Safeties are good tacklers. Why wouldn't Breda be playing? Why wouldn't Breda be playing? Why is News not one of the options? Gosh, limited at practice Wednesday with a knee. Breda was wearing a no-contact jersey during the portion of Wednesday's session open to the media, so his limited designation comes as no surprise. He'll aim for an uncapped practice after Thursday or Friday, but even if he doesn't achieve that goal, he should be the 49ers' number 1 back. All the teams' offensive snaps and 12 touches is not great. Let's put him in the comparison machine. So I'm going to use my fantasy league to compare the two guys. And my league just happens to be standard scoring, so it'll be easier to see like raw rushing numbers. Okay. So if you're looking at this and you're not really sure what you're looking at, Breida and Tevin Coleman are stacked. Don't look at their team names. It doesn't matter. But that's what we're looking at. I just care about the last couple weeks. But obviously Coleman's going to lose touches, mostly rushing touches, to Freeman. But last week, Coleman 17 touches, Breida 12 touches. Coleman 17 touches, Breida 13 touches. Coleman 20 touches, Breida 14 touches. Coleman 10 touches, that was a pretty heavy Freeman game, and Breida 11 touches. So it sounds like Mike Shanahan has a very, very consistent idea of involving Matt Breida and splitting the workload between him and Alfred Morris. It sounds like it's kind of been the same thing every week, right? So in my opinion, you got to ask yourself, is 9 to 12 carries enough to get you there? 9 carries, 10 carries, 11 carries, and 11 carries in 4 games so far this season. And that dynamic hasn't changed. Whereas Coleman's dynamic has changed with Freeman missing time. That dynamic has stayed the same. I think I might go Breida RB2 and Coleman at flex over Edelman. That's interesting. Again, if Edelman is full go, the Pats are in a great spot tonight. Oh, we want to watch that video. Oh, that's me. Shit. Oh, we're panicking. Family show. It's a tough decision, brother. But it's all about how you feel Edelman gets involved tonight. First of all, let's show this. This is Ndamukong Suh. Let's take a break from making this tough decision and watch Ndamukong Suh try to tackle a tackling dummy without drawing a penalty. Hey, what's going on, Bay Area kid? I just got here, so Michelle or James for tonight, or both. I think as a 10-point favorite, taking 2 running backs on the same team wouldn't necessarily be the worst decision. James White's your PPR guy, but he's going to lose a little because Edelman is your short route guy. But I think Sony Michel is going to have a fine game. It's really all about workload. James White catching wheel routes has just been unfair to other teams. He's really just been an evolutionary Dion Lewis stepping up in that role. Let's watch this video real quick because it's only 13 seconds. Ndamukong Suh's a jerk. One more time. So, first of all, the Rams D-line is monstrous. Those are big human beings. Look at Ndamukong Suh next to a regular-sized person real quick. This doesn't even look real. He's so much bigger than him. And then he just throws that disgusting right hook like Conor McGregor. Nah, McGregor's got a left hand. That's crazy. Let's look up Edelman and see if we can get a look at his like snap count. Gronk and Edelman haven't been in the lineup together since week 12 of the 2016 season. Wow, I didn't know that. So Edelman's the number 1 receiver, but I'm looking for exactly. Chris Hogan's going to have a touchdown tonight, of course. Julian Edelman was seen at the Patriots facility before 7 a.m. I don't know, man. I'm just looking for workload. Activated, that's fine. I'm just glad he's here. He brings the juice. Comeback. First time Patriots has him back since 2016. We get it. Julian Edelman warming up, taking one-handers. Much better and more award-winning like video of Julian Edelman right here. I'm going to go ahead and say it's okay to start Edelman. I'm kind of okay with it. Edelman's that dude, man. Cynthia Freuland's projection model, 5 catches for 67 yards and a tote. So if Cynthia Freuland has 5 catches for 67 yards and a tote, are you okay with that number? That's what you got to ask yourself as I mindlessly scroll Twitter while hosting a live show. Hey, I just want to see one more thing. I want to see that Patriots video of Tom Brady walking in because he is a good-looking human. Where is Brady coming in? Bro, yeah, look at this guy. Sup, guys? Oh my god. Sup, guys? Oh man. That's a full Top Gun attire. What a look. Whew. Anybody just get a really like a flutter in their chest? Just me? Unbelievable. Patriots wearing all navy tonight. There's got to be a good stat for that. There's got to be a good stat for that. I'm getting a lot of Sony Michel or James White questions tonight. Let me ask you something, Bay Area kid. Have the Patriots shown any consistency at running back ever? I understand you just joined the show. We started the show talking about Jonas Gray. I know you're old enough to remember the Jonas Gray game, Bay Area kid. Because you got 87 in your name. So unless you just like Dwight Clark, you remember that game, that day. Jonas Gray, 2 bills, 4 totes, demolishing the Colts. Unbelievable. And this is going to be the start of an awesome weekend in sports, man. I'm not the biggest playoff baseball guy, but playoff baseball is cool, right? And we're 2 big swings away from hitting our team total over, right? College is ramping up. LSU, Florida this weekend. Bama might play someone meaningful. I'm not actually sure. But honestly, it's the season, man. It's ramping up. And you got to soak in your football because it's flying by, honestly. That's awesome. And then Saturday's going to be a day. We're going to wake up. We're going to watch soccer. And then we're going to watch college football. All day. I'm sure there might be a daytime NHL game. Cool. Throw it in there. Some preseason basketball. Sure. Good night games. Good Pac-12 after dark stuff. Then we got the event. It's fight week, my guys. Conor McGregor is going to fight this week. Let me know in the chat who you got, McGregor, Khabib. I still haven't made my wager because my heart says McGregor. My head says Khabib. It's problematic. I like my money. I like my money. And so it makes it really hard to take Conor McGregor against a dude that is undefeated and is a matchup problem in almost every way. But McGregor's just so confident. He's the guy. It's so annoying. It has to be so annoying betting against Conor McGregor, right? Ugh. So good. So good. I'm ready for that, man. It's been a while since we saw McGregor fight. The Mayweather boxing match was last August. So we got to go back to like October 2016, October, November, around this time 2016, around the same time Edelman and Gronk played together. A lot of spooky stuff winding back around. That's a long time no fights. And it's a 5-round fight. Buckle up, my guys. Buckle up. Let me know who you like in that fight. I honestly don't know. Interesting. So I need a case for this now. That's going to be okay. Damson. We're going to do another hour here on the Check Down Thursday night Boom Fantasy Special. I want to talk to you about something really important to me, and that's the Boombox, right? The Boombox is how you interact with streams for Boom Fantasy and get rewarded in the process. Duh. You take a screenshot of your latest Boom Fantasy deposit. You send it to me so I know you did it during a stream, right? You get on the emoji board. I answer anything you want to ask. Anything you want to ask. Anything. Then you enter to win the Boombox, man. The Boombox doesn't look like the picture, but it is way better. It's got Boom gear. It's got Boom swag, Boom tools. It's got an autographed jersey from Pristine Auctions. Value Town. Value Town. And a random bobblehead. You've seen some of these boombox. This is a Hall of Famer. This guy's jersey is in the box. 5 first-team All-Pros, Offensive Player of the Year, inducted into the Hall of Fame. His NFL jersey's in the box. Former first overall pick, former Madden cover athlete, 13 seasons. If you take those bullet points, you can figure out who that is. You can win his signed jersey in the boombox. We're going to start drawing these soon, man. And you got to get down with it. Inducted in the Hall of Fame within the last 5 years. Super Bowl former DPOY. That guy's jersey is also in the boombox. You don't want to miss this giveaway. Okay? What am I doing? Looking at old slides. Yeah, I use slideshows to get my show right. You should too. If you got one, that made sense. But we have to talk about props because last week we smashed 2 props. We smashed Robert Woods' yardage and Adam Thielen catches, right? In addition to Rams -6. I told you we smashed. Tonight we're going to do the same thing. We're going to line up some props. We're probably going to take the Pats. Probably. The Colts are just missing too much, man. They're missing defensive players. They're missing T.Y. Hilton. And you're catching them on a short week. You don't want to play the Patriots with only 4 days to prepare. Especially after playing a physical overtime divisional game against the Texans. Remember, the Patriots had a blowout against the Dolphins. Brock Osweiler played the fourth quarter. That's how that game went. Okay? So you're looking at a situation where heading into the game, all the momentum and all the advantages go with the Patriots. I almost said Colts. So dumb. So dumb. But we're getting there, man. We're getting there. The Colts aren't great. Oh, what happened? Oh man, Khabib stuff. Don't look. Don't look. We're not going to watch any UFC press conference, anything. We're going to be a good boy. Okay? That's an inside joke with me and everyone who's watching. Love it. Love all my people. Yeah, I got a gambling friend who's like just getting into baseball, and it's frustrating because like in New Jersey, there's a cash out option on bets, and he's always cashing out because, so if you watch a lot of soccer, and this particular human does, you can identify that scoring isn't really gonna happen, right? If a game is slow, if one team doesn't look threatening, because the nature of the game as it is, you can tactically either not try to score or just not try to expose yourself. You have to expose yourself to have a scoring chance in soccer. That's the beauty of the game because of the nature of how the field stretches and opening up gaps. So you can choose to play defensive and just not go for goals and not allow goals. So you can kind of see goals coming in soccer a little bit. Baseball ain't like that. You can get, and the Yankees game is a great example. Because last night we had over 8.5 and it looked dead in the water. It looked like it had absolutely zero, negativo chances of hitting. Over 8.5 runs. Homer. And then, in the late innings, my heart, Francisco Rodney got in. Francisco Rodney and his sideways hat got into the 7th inning. And that's when I knew, baby. That's when I knew the runs were coming, and they did. It was a big inning for the Yanks. They opened it up, and then what do you know? Chris Davis, 2-run dong. You only need a little bit in baseball to get a lot. Because especially in the home run strikeout era, which is where we are. Those are your 2 outcomes, home run or strikeout. We don't play the bags anymore. So the scoring can come in bunches, and if you're not watching a lot of baseball, you don't really see that. Because you could see 5 runs. There could be 5 innings where nobody gets a hit. And you could still end up with 6 runs on the board. The Brewers are up 2-0 right now. They have 3 hits. 2 runs, 3 hits. They got a man on, Christian Yelich hit a dong. The Rockies have 1 hit. And that's why I took the Brewers team total over the over of the game, because first of all, the Rockies team total was 4 and the game over was 8.5. So it's a numbers game. But honestly, the Brewers bullpen is they're those dudes. That's how they got there, right? Since early in the season. The Yankees have a good bullpen, but the A's were going for a bullpen game. They were trying to do what the Brewers are doing tonight, and it started out really strong. Except for Aaron Judge, obviously, who donged in the first inning. But eventually that wears out. You only have so many replacement level bullpen guys. Fernando Rodney is not that guy. And he got your season ended. Not that they had a shot before that, but it was close. It was a close baseball game. Rob Gronkowski and Julian Edelman officially active tonight. Oh, we got Adam Schefter botched tweet. This is going to get deleted. He's spelling words wrong. I'm going to hit the theme song, and I'm going to stretch, and we're going to come back for another hour and gamble. We're going to gamble. And we're going to go through this Boom Millionaire contest. Because I got off the bus at like 5:48 to do this 6 o'clock show. So I've been sitting like this with my back jacked since 4:15. And then sitting all day in the office. Can't do it. I got to do some lunges, man. We're going to fire off Chuck's theme song and do some lunges. And this is good. If you haven't been watching Boom Fantasy live streams, you really should. Because we're here Tuesday, Thursday. We love me some Sunday show. That's what we do. We love the Sunday show. Midtown Uniform. Lunges are great. Thanks, Midtown Uniform. I recently discovered the Instagram account, Midtown Uniform. Let's see if we can't pull it up. Am I going to get banned for this? I know you could look at some Instagrams. Midtown Uniform. So if you don't know, the Boom Fantasy offices are in Midtown, New York City. And there is a lot of finance stuff. There's a lot of bro-y stuff going around in that neighborhood. Midtown Uniform. Look at this. This is the best one. Today I saw 2 different dudes with black fleece vests. This is the Midtown Uniform. Nice shoes, slacks, a button-down shirt, usually some bluish, light blue action, and the sweater. The vest is everything. As you can see, it's the recurring theme in literally all of these. Like, this looks like Photoshop. This is incredible. Unbelievable. It looks like Chatty Road. Amazing. So, I'm in love with this account. That's amazing. A Midtown Uniform. Thanks for stealing that joke. Super original. And I'm going to keep scrolling through this for a little bit. Kobe from Bryant. I get that. That is actually hysterical. Let's see what their story's like today. Oh, it's just you're taking pictures of strangers? I don't like taking pictures of strangers and then sending it to an Instagram story. PNC Plaza. I don't like this at all. It feels exploitative. However, it's a real thing. It's the reality. And just like, it goes back to one of the biggest points that I've been making in the month of September as the seasons turn, is that much is discussed about girls are basic, women are basic bitches, basic, they're so basic. There's nothing more basic than a white dude. It is the absolute peak of basic. And there's a whole Instagram dedicated to the basic man official outfit. It's honestly incredible. When you really think about it, when I was growing up, it was like, I would make fun of the girls' look and be like, Uggs, leggings, North Face. That's how I grew up, where girls wearing that tandem. That's fine. But you know what women do? They grow up and they learn how to dress, all right? They develop their own individual style instead of trying to conform, because high school is all about conformity, right? High school, you just don't want to look like an outsider, right? You're just trying to hang. You're trying to be a part of the group. But you develop your own style. Dudes revert. Finance dudes revert. Finance dudes want to fit in really bad. I don't understand why. I'm guessing it's benefits and 401ks if I had to guess. But they're on the spectrum of basic way at the end. I made this. Someone asked if we should worry about the Vikings the other day, and I made this was a panic meter the other day. I don't remember how far I got, but I'm gonna fully develop this for Sunday. So if you're an artist and you want to come over and mess with my whiteboard, my double-sided whiteboard, Behas stream. Shout out to Behas, yo. The power of Boom userdom. 3 weeks ago, we sat here on a Tuesday night watching one of our users try to turn $1 into $10,000 in Boom streaks. All right? Behas didn't win. Most people would be upset by that, and it would bring them down. Not Behas. Behas is a gamer. He's a Boom fantasy player. And I tell you what, he's been chasing that $2 progressive jackpot for a while. So I want to take this moment and congratulate Behas, one of our users, because he took down that $2 progressive jackpot on Sunday. And he took home $18,000. That's how you do it, my guy, right? I'm telling you, you're not going to go into DraftKings and FanDuel and win a GPP. You're not going to do it. The odds are so small, but we really do have winners all the time at Boom. We have jackpot winners all the time. I'm looking to see that high roller jackpot go. I think that that's so feasible. And we talk about a jackpot. We talk about $1 to win X. $20 to win $2,000 is fire. For the amount of questions that it is, it's one of the more winnable contests on the whole site. Underplayed for sure. Obviously, because it's a jackpot contest that wants $20, so it's tough. But if you're sharp on the slate, if you think you have the edge in the picks, for example, like, I don't feel like I have much edge tonight, right? I feel like it's a good game, but it's a double-digit favorite, so we all know who we think's going to win. But in terms of an edge, we talk about, we had Steelers-Bucks. We had a huge edge. We knew it was going to go over, and we knew the Steelers were going to put it on them. We knew it days in advance. And I knew the Rams were going to smash on Thursday last week. I don't have that same statistical edge right now. That being said, we're out here. I kind of lost my train of thought. Don't have the edge. Oh, okay. If you feel like you have the edge, that's where you take your mighty dollar entry and you play the high roller, right? That's where you up your ante. Because gambling is one thing, right? But if you know the outcome before it happens, that's insider trading, baby. Holla Michael Kendricks. That's insider trading, baby. That's short-term investment, baby. I just texted a DFS expert about stats. I was trying to find a split stat today about runs at Miller Park because I feel like the Guru Elite guys brought it up. Guru Elite's a DFS company. I've used their stuff in the past, I'll admit it. But I feel like they made a big deal about the roof being closed and the roof being open in terms of average runs per game. I mean, granted, half of this series is going to be in Colorado, so you know the runs are going to go up. We got Yelich in play, no outs. Did he do it again? Shut up. There's no way. There's no way. We'll go right to the Brewers' Twitter. Oh, it's a single. Off the second baseman, deflected by the pitcher. When you're hot, man. When you're hot, you're hot. They didn't give him anything to hit. That was way inside. I love that. Christian Yelich, let's get that side by side. In case you're new here or aren't much of a baseball guy, Christian Yelich is an outfielder. He's very young. He's talented. He plays for the Milwaukee Brewers. He got his career start as with the Marlins. And he all this Pete Davidson stuff is new. All right, we got to scroll, get some old Pete Davidson. Because now we got Pete Davidson famous, and it's like a totally different thing. Okay, this is fine. So let's put Pete Davidson up here. Stop. Christian Yelich here. Can we get bald? Can we get no hat? Can we get him with no hat? This is pretty good in the middle here. That's not bad. It's close. That's a good one with shades on. I'm trying to get Yelly with no hair, but he's got good hair now. He definitely let it grow. Oh, these are good. This is good right here. Yeah, the Pete Davidson grow his hair out. There we go. We love this. This is a flex. Ugh. He used to date Larry David's daughter. She is gorgeous. And funny. Crushing hard. Kazzy David, if you're watching this, we got messaging on the Boom app. My username is BoomRick. Slide on into those messages. I'm telling you. If for some reason Larry David's daughter is playing Boom DFS, that's inappropriate. That's inappropriate, okay? I'm going to do 5 lunges down and 5 lunges back. That makes 10. Y'all hang out for 2 seconds. I'll be right back. You're watching the Check Down Thursday night preview. Hey! Chuck Salamone used to live down the street from me, now runs a music program where he tutors kids. He offers private lessons in New Jersey, and his band, Amigos Amigos, is fire, and he made my theme song last season, and I love him. Here it is again. 2 minutes. This thing up. This thing was abundant last year. I just want to show you guys something. Let's take a trip. Oh, baby. Thank you for your endorsement of calisthenics on the show. Newtown uniform. I appreciate that a lot. Leonard is active but not ready to play. Just not enough healthy bodies for 46. Oh my God. The Colts are in really bad shape. Definitely going Pats more than I thought it was. Chill. I don't know why I need these on. Because I want to feel like a DJ. Most overrated. And I need new ones because honestly they squeeze my big brain. Let's go to the Check Down 2017. Heavy.com is your channel for breaking news. Oh, they've been trying to do some heavy news headline stuff. That's cool. They get a lot of stuff. Past live streams, the Check Down. I won't get kicked off because this is my show. This is my show from last season, right? I just want to point out how plentiful the board is. It is a trip down memory lane. Hey, look at your boy, looking cute. Look at the back. Look at how beautiful that board is. Look at how populous that board is. Why is that? Oh, the angle is so much lower because I was on my laptop. Nobody likes to look up at my chin, Rick. You got to do better there. But it's true. We did all this off a laptop. Now I feel like there's a lot more structure. At the very least, stability. All these people that were watching last year, I don't know where they are in the chat on the side, but that's okay. The more important thing is look at that mother flipping emoji board. There's a coffin on it. There's a bear on it. There's an elephant on it. So good. all the people at the bottom representing. We really made it pop last year. For unheralded, for coming out of nothing, for some starter for the bottom stuff. Yeesh. We made it pop. We got to get them in here. Boom it with me, baby. Boom it with me. You got to be able to build. You got to grow. You got to evolve. You got to expand. We got to get Gorgalore back. I messaged him today on Twitter. I hope he's doing okay. Gorgalore was our user who contributed a lot of those emoji board drawings. And he, I didn't know till the end of the season that he is actually in Portland. So he was waking up at 7 a.m. to catch the beginning of the show. You know, sometimes he's late, come in at 8, but still, it's like, damn, that's your Sunday, my guy. That's a lot. Okay, we're on the FanDuel Sportsbook. Let's see what we got for tonight. First TD score insurance. Get up to $100 credit. That's cool. Oh, week 5 games? That's awesome. Wow, I should kind of get in that. Yizikes. Yizikes, FanDuel Sportsbook. Don't do this to me. I'm already doing so well at my local. Yo, Jesus Aguilar is up with 1 on and 2 outs. So if Jesus Aguilar wants to dong here and hit my team total over, that would be splendor. All right. I don't know why this is not why this is like this, because it used to be. We want that sidebar. Yeah, we want the bet slip still. Sorry. That's it. That's what we need. We need the bet slip still. Colts, Pats, more wagers. There's another baseball game tonight too. Do not forget. Colts plus 420 on the money line. Hard pass. Patriots by 1-13 plus 150. That's a nice one. It's interesting that that's better odds than a blowout. Vegas really thinks a 2-touchdown blowout is more likely than not. Aguilar fouls off third pitch. 0-2. They really think that it's going to be it be like that. I could take Pats minus 26.5 for plus 490. That's a nice bet. Just kidding. What's like 13.5 though? Oh, plus 110. So they think that these are the most likely scenarios. Pats by 11, 12 to 13. And then you don't really get nice odds until over 3 scores. 2-1 chance that it's a 3-score lead. Aguilar strikes out. Looking great. He's a young guy. That pitch was also outside. Jesus. Looking at that radar. Wowzers. So yeah, oh geez. A lot of people don't know. I mentioned it yesterday a little bit, or the Tuesday show a little bit. I did a previous stint at Baseball Replay, the MLB Replay, where they put the headsets on and then you go on Twitter and everybody yells at them. And it's fun because people know I'm not there, but I still get questions about it. So I want to look at that Yankees play that I got a lot of noise about, and hopefully I'll try to give you some insight about why it was called the way it was called. Let's see, are we tabbed up? All right, so this is a play at the plate.
And the throw comes in, Voit in.
And there was a lot of stuff going on in terms of screenshots and stuff sent out on Twitter. That's not full screen and let's not do audio because I could really lose my stream again. It's the audio that kills me. Replay review powered by Mitel. Maybe I should just check the media file instead of going through Twitter. But anyway, I don't want to blow it up too much. Luke Voigt's not fast. I got so many screenshots with the tag on the top. Tag on the top. Tag on the top. He's a big dude. But let's look a little closer. This is a 3-minute video. I'll watch what I can. Coming in hot. This is the best angle for sure. So, it's clear the glove was over there in time. So, you have to make sure that the glove touches, though, because it could miss the back of his neck entirely. It could whiff entirely. You can't just count it. Because see how Lucroy gets that extra reach? That lets me know that he doesn't have contact on the first swipe. Not that that matters because we need something definitive visually. But I think that is interesting. Lucroy sucks too. This is the angle that was sent to me 9,000 times. Right there, looks like tag before plate, right? But you don't know if he's touching him there. You just don't know. I think this might even be a better look because at least now we can see the fold in the glove. Here he comes in hot. I still don't have... So here's the best part. This is where the screenshots have been coming from. Let me just show you something. This is why MLB Replay is a tough job, and this is why people on Twitter are whole-ass idiots. First of all, this is what we do. MLB Replay Station in New York. It's a Doge with a tie. Ha 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 ha. Could someone please explain to me the purpose of MLB Replay? That's a co-anchor for Sportsnet Central. NFL Replay at least gets the calls right. MLB refuses to overturn even obvious calls. Oh, look, it's the MLB Replay crew for the playoffs. Oh, nice. That's Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder. Really, really good. Where are we at? This, first of all, this kid looks stoned. But this and this are the same moment in time. This and this are the same moment in time. You have to understand how close this play looks compared to what this looks so obvious. This is a glove in motion. This is not a glove in contact, right? It's way harder than people think it is, my guy. This is another awful look. Rob Shack. Thankfully, the MLB Replay umps don't subscribe to the USA Today picture wire like we do. This dude's already slid past the base, by the way. Look. He's already past the base. So bad.
I didn't think he had a chance.
Because he comes through and then he misses it again.
I didn't think he had a chance.
And by the way, I don't mean to go Baghdad Brewski, which is like Teddy Bruschi comes on to ESPN and just like shamelessly defends the Patriots. Like, I'll defend Replay, but I really think that this is a stands. This is why the stands option exists. And just because you find a frame that fits your narrative and I can't find a frame that fits my narrative does not mean that you're right, because you still don't have the full picture. Here, you don't have the full picture. He's on the opposite side of the bag, and you already are seeing Lucroy. Lucroy doing the lunge is not where the play is made. We are talking about the very first tag. We're talking about there. Because if you have this is mother flipping safe, my guy. He's very much on the base, all right? This is after the fact. This is after this. I don't mean to get heated. But I really think if you're watching and you're mad about Replay, you're big mad, you're an A's fan, maybe you think you got screwed the other night in the Cubs game, you really don't know much about this as you think you do, right? You don't know much about slow motion definitive angles. It has to be definitive. I don't have the glove on the back there. Now it's a little closer. But there's still shadow to me. And now he could be on the bag. Now he's definitely on the bag, and I think I definitely have a tag. This is a stands, man. This is a stands, and it may hurt because it's not what you wanted. I want to watch the rest of that video while we're out here. It's 3 minutes. Maybe we'll get that. I want that low angle that the post came from. You could tell that a couple of these are not liked, not well liked. Checking the texts. That's them on headset. That's Voit. That's the one where you can't see the back. Another low angle. Show me this one.
Jim Wolf.
Again, you need contact, man. Definitive. All right. If you say the glove is on here, that's fine. he's on the base. You know what I'm saying? Stands. This shot stands. They got the call right, man. They got the call right. You have to have enough to have it go your way, or else you're going to actually get fucked one day. If we just start guessing on things that aren't definitive in the playoffs, eat it. Eat it. In Foxborough, Colts, this total is crazy. They really got the Pats topping 30 points tonight? It's not that I don't think they can, because I just saw them do it last week. It's just that. That's a lot of points. That's a lot of points. 30 don't come easy, man. 30 don't come easy. Maybe for the Pats. Maybe for the... Yo! Sorry to put you on a time trip. Maybe for the Pats. But 30 doesn't always come easy. The Colts are missing players, but they weren't A-plus defense to begin with. They were a solid B. They can put some pressure on, but their best pass rusher is out. My concern is if they pound the ball for 4 touchdowns. Then again, in both of those games, they scored over 40 points. You know, I'm talking myself into this team total, but I still think it's just easier to take the Pats minus 10 and cruise with it. Let's go back to the sports book. Halftime, full-time. Halftime, full-time. Patriots, minus 210. Seems pretty good. First half money line. Pats minus 300. Colts on the first half spread might not be so bad because they could put up a punch, get it popping. Josh Hader just came in for the Brewers to close the door. It's the 7th inning. We only need 2 runs. I'm not worried about it. But the thing is, being the home team, you only get the 7th and the 8th. That's probably why it's lower. I'm going to lose this bet now that I'm looking at it because you only get 8 innings. That's what I worried about the Yankees, but they made it pop in the 8th. So everybody knows how important insurance runs are. Brewers got 6 outs to get 2 runs. Not so outrageous. Let's look at this. Patriots to win and under 60 points is minus 210. Yeah, that seems pretty likely. First touchdown score. I love James White. I love Chris Hogan. Seems like a Chris Hogan night for sure. And then you got to throw a chip on Brady, right? You got to kink. You got to give yourself a little flick on Brady on some plus 5G-ish. How does Matthew Slater score a touchdown? No touchdown scored in this game. Sure. Anytime touchdown scorer, that's looking like a shoo-in for James White. Yeah, minus odds. Eric Ebron is going to get targeted in the end zone. That I can guarantee you. Eric Ebron will see a red zone target. Okay? Whether he catches it and scores that touchdown is not a thing. Ryan Grant's been getting really good red zone looks and is the number 1. No T.Y. Hilton. They should put T.Y. Hilton on this list just to take people's money. Well, I guess no. Vegas, it's like has to play. He's probably inactive tonight. That's just so mean. To score 2+ touchdowns. Wow, that's where James White's getting good odds. Edelman, Hogan. Edelman and Hogan would be my 2. And then Ebron. Maybe Hines. That's crazy that Hines is the big odds because I guess the Patriots are lacking in lateral quickness. And Hines is like whoa, I did that 3 times tonight, man. That's really not like me. And Hines is a matchup problem. They're going to line him up in the slot. He's going to take advantage of matchups. He's evolutionary Tariq Cohen. He's really good. 36 what? Sorry. Big tweets bring to my attention. Don't take me there. That's okay, Twitter. This is why my phone's broken because I'm like, fuck it. Throw it away. Family show. It's a family show. Rocking with you for the final 37 minutes here until 8 o'clock. Make sure you get your picks in for the Boom Fantasy Contest tonight. The $1 million jackpot is still up for grabs. It could be yours. We broke the $2 progressive on Sunday. We broke the mighty dollar the very next day on Monday Night Football. 100K tonight? High roller tonight? Mighty double tonight? Wow. You never know. You got to play, man. As far as Michelle or James, it really comes down to PPR for me. I think James White has to start between the two on PPR, but it really is it's interesting. Oh, I really don't like taking the Colts tonight. My friend's going to lose his whole balance. This is why we talk in the gambling chat, but we don't, like, you're not supposed to share your picks if they're bad. That's like the number one rule of sports betting. Right? I guess. So, you know, we're out here, okay? We're going to go another 30 minutes. After this, we got Braves-Dodgers, right? That game starts at 8:30. So we're going to be loaded at night. No Kershaw. But we do get Hyun-Jin Ryu against Mike Foltynewicz. Folty got touched up in his only start against the Dodgers. And that's a young Braves lineup on the road, playoffs. Ryu is really good and has been since coming off the DL. Hyun-Jin Ryu has been really good. This says since his August 15 return from a groin injury, 1.88 ERA in 9 starts since August 15th. Yabo babo. Yabba da doo. You know what it is. I'm live. I can't defend myself in group chats. The Colts are just missing too much. When the Colts went for it on 4th down on Sunday against the Texans, and everyone roasted them because it was a position where they should have been a little more conservative. They went hyper aggressive, as I like from my NFL teams. And they didn't get it. And the Texans ended up winning. And that's fine. But in the postgame, Frank Reich said, listen, we did the right thing. He said, listen, we had the right play call. We had the right route. We had the right matchup in the right coverage on defense. We nailed it. What happened was T.Y. Hilton was out of the game. He was hurt. And with T.Y. Hilton out, Chester Rogers had to run the route with the game on the line. So Chester Rogers is not as good as T.Y. Hilton. Chester Rogers doesn't have the same timing as T.Y. Hilton, the same route running as T.Y. Hilton. He's a different human being, right? So that play went incomplete and the Colts lost. And now Hilton isn't even going to play tonight. It's a situational football game won by matchups, right? That's where we're at. And while the Patriots don't have the most talented roster, they are the more well-coached team. More well-coached? Good? Oh, we had a replay in that game. I didn't even notice. Should have been watching. So, I'm anti-Colts. And I know that screams trap game, right? Trap game. They're missing a lot of people. They're in prime time. Nah. On the road. Dude, Foxborough in prime time. This has all the makings of a Pats blowout. I'm sorry. The more I think about it, the more I see the Patriots getting healthy. And then here we go. Edelman's back. Gronk can be healthy. The narrative tomorrow, Pats are the best team in the AFC. I swear to God it's going to happen again. They're going to roast tonight. They're going to win back-to-back games by 4 scores. And here we go again. And I'm glad we got baseball because this game's not going to be exciting at 9 o'clock at night. I think that Andrew Luck might have put a couple drives together, but there's no way this game stays exciting. Andrew Luck should keep it exciting. I will leave that. I want him to succeed. And I think with their short passing game, it could. But the Patriots are going to put a lot of complex coverages up on him. And they're going to contain his rushing ability, which is limited but effective. I'm going to start Andrew Luck tonight. I tell you that. I will. In some leagues, I don't have a choice. He's way and away my best quarterback. But you know, He could have a nice game. I mean, he started out horrible against the Texans. They had a fumble in the end zone, gave 7 points to the Texans. By the way, they lost by 1 score. But he lit them up in the second half. He got rolling. And that's the thing about Andrew Luck is he's very, very good, but you know he's not all the way back yet. And I don't think he has the talent to be all the way back yet. I think he's working with what he has and working within the concepts that he has and the offense that he has. And that can be limiting at times for anybody. He had Bruce Arians as his OC in his best year. I want to go back to something. Let's go back to that Colts game. Can we go back to that Colts game? I have so many pro reference windows open. This is 2014. This is it. Colts Chiefs, right? 2013 Colts. Oh, Pep Hamilton. I made a mistake. It's Pep Hamilton. That was his Stanford OC. The year before, Bruce Arians. So it was the precursor, or not precursor. It was the leftover. Oh my God, did this guy post an article that I can't share? There was a holdover of that Bruce Arians aggression in the 2013 season because Arians and Pagano are boys. Arians and Pagano are boys. So Pagano was still like, hey, Bruce is gone, but let's stay aggressive. I'm commenting on an Instagram post. This is what I choose to do while live on the air. But engagements are everything. Paco picked the mighty dollar for tonight. Sam Pasco, he does some cool stuff for us on the media side. He says Brady's going to beat Luck in passing yards. Nyheim Hines is going to be your leading rusher. That is a risk. Philip Dorsett is going to lead the receiving yards question, and he's going to finish with 75 yards. That's provocative because Dorsett could lead that group in receiving yards and finish with 75, but I don't think he's going to do that. But he could, because he's just got to outscore. I think it's him and Gronk as far as the two Patriots options. And then you're looking at Brady. Not Brady. Colts receivers. Grant and Chester. So, way to go, Pasco. Crushing it. Big fan of your work. We're going to get his stuff going in the app soon. That's the future, is being able to read strategy articles and to be able to better prepare yourself for boom contests in the app. That's the future that I want to see. Content is king, right? Content is king. But content that helps you win boom fantasy contests, that's like investing in your future. Fuck a 401k. Family show. Tuesday and Thursday, I've gotten back from the city and immediately turned around and stream. And I like it. I like hanging with y'all. I like talking about the games, especially Tuesday, because everything's like, I'm like all amped from the weekend. And this we're doing like, it's a much micro process because it's one game, small sample size, one focus. But I get so hungry around right now, 7:30 Eastern. I'm starving. I haven't been eating lunch because, you know, I'm a busy guy. I'm working hard. I'm a diet. The Colts have more inactive players than they can have inactive slots. They have guys that are active on their active roster in uniform that are not going to play because you have a 53-man roster, but you can only have 46 active players on game day. So if you want any sense of how banged up the Colts are, that's it. They are unable to field 46 out of 53 of their guys. They probably have 44 healthy guys. including their best pass rusher and their best playmaker. This is the team you want to take? That's the team you're going to take. Congratulations. But I'm really not, like, I like the Colts, but it's going to be tough, man. They need a full complement of weapons, as most teams do. Most teams are built around 3 guys, right? Most teams know where their talent is and are built around just a couple of guys. And when you take away those guys, you take away what that team is trying to do to you, right? The Colts want to go short, and then get T.Y. Hilton in space on good coverage. That's what they want to do. That's Frank Reich. They did it with Alshon last year. Frank Reich's the Eagles' offensive coordinator last year. He's just trying to use T.Y. like an evolutionary Alshon. Catch your slants, slant and go. Get the touchdown. Get aggressive. Right? You lose your big playmaker. Man, you're in trouble. Remember Ryan Grant was going to sign with the Ravens, but he failed a physical, and then the Colts signed him? It was a really rough offseason for the Colts. I mean, Andrew Luck notwithstanding, there was that, the whole Josh McDaniels thing. Jim Irsay probably did some dumb stuff. What a dumb offseason. What a franchise in turmoil. Maybe we'll do the franchise in turmoil power rankings on Sunday. The first ever reverse power rankings, which would be the Sanger Raup Edelman about to flex. Hey, Shawnee Mack's awake. Good morning, sir. Tell him. I did tell him. Edelman is projected for 575 and a tote. I love that. There's a lot of weapons in New England. 575 tote. Basement. Wow. I do think he's going to have a nice game. I think Brady can easily toss 3. The Colts are mangled, man. They're just in bad shape, Shawnee Mack. That's what we just got done talking about. The Colts have injuries. Sorry, I'm typing. Sorry. Yep. Yep. So, Edelman's back. Gonna have a nice game. But in terms of overall production, man, I don't know how much I can really give you. Oh, Shawnee Mack was in here. Deleted Boom app. Still can't watch the stream on there. Tanner, what? Tanner, I don't want to hear that. I'm going to take your phone later. I hope you're in YouTube chat so you can hear me yell at you. I hate that. Shawnee Mack is never asleep, son. All right, you were asleep on the Vikings getting their asses whipped last week. Family show. But you came on here and you professed your love for Kirk Cousins' rushing touchdown. And then I believe Jared Goff had a rushing touchdown or something happened. You're always on that train. I think Brady could have a rushing tote tonight. Sleep is for humans. Very nice. Damn. I'm trying to do all the things, man. Shawnee Mack, I'm trying, Jennifer. I really hope that becomes a thing, honestly. We should have gotten those shirts made way earlier. I got to go to the NBA shop and try to figure it out. I guess that's first half team total, 9 points. I don't understand that bet. But there's many things I don't understand. Why does cheese have holes in it? I need you to look that up for me. We're going to Google it. Why does cheese have holes, my guys? I know why the sky is blue. Oh, air pockets. It's air pockets. Microscopically small hay particles would fall into buckets collecting milk and develop into bigger holes as the cheese matures. The process only affects some Swiss cheeses, such as Emmental and Appenzell. The holes in the cheese are called the eyes. And a Swiss cheese which does not have holes is called a blind cheese. What? Look at this. Look at this blind cheese. It's blind cheese, Shawnee Mac. It's blind cheese. Lil Wayne's The Carter 5 is absolute landfill garbage. That's a hot take, my guy. That is a hot take, my guy. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I agree that a lot of songs are garbage. Absolute landfill is probably where I take umbrage. My most umbrages taken lie with that. But on the same coin, it's not good. But it's not for you, Shawnee Mac. That's the thing that I had to rationalize with myself. It's not for you. It's for the version of you in 2013 when it was supposed to come out. That's the issue. That album sounded impressive 5 years ago. And now it's dumb. But it was probably hard to throw out that album and to be like, I don't want to listen to it anymore. But it's actually not the worst thing I've ever heard. That's okay, you know? It happens. I just think that there's no way you could properly evaluate it. It's literally an old album that came out as new. It's like if Tupac dropped an album, like you can't go calling it garbage, but it's probably not good because it's cutting floor verses from 25 years ago, 30 years ago, maybe. So it's not all cut and dry, fair and square, Shawnee Mac. Not that you would know anything about that, you dirty cheat. Shawnee Mac, do you know anything about the Boombox? Have you seen this? Have you heard about this? It's how we hook you up, man. This is it. You want to get rewarded for watching this stream? So it's Shawnee Mac's fault this idiot released music a decade late? No, it's not Shawnee Mac's fault, you third-person ignoramus. It's Birdman's fault. Dude, we don't talk about this. Birdman tried to have... Stop. We got to bring this in. It needs to be said. Stop. Birdman tried to have Lil Wayne killed, and nobody talks about it. Birdman tried to have Lil Wayne killed, and then he withheld things. He held money back from him. He scumbagged him. And he kept his album on the shelf until this legal dispute was done. So it's not Shawnee Mac's fault. It's motherfucking Birdman's fault. Family show. Best hand rub in the game. However, you know what? I'm really glad Lil Wayne didn't get killed because I want to watch Lil Wayne get older and get crazier. Like I want to watch his... I'm going like this. It's more like this, right? It's more like a slow descent into madness. I'm here for that. I'm down to get down with that. So I applaud you coming in here and talking about it. And I thank you. But the reality is, Young Thug, my guy. There we go. There we go. Listen, it's been a problematic couple of weeks for me in rap music, all right? I wanted to like the Carter 5. I willed myself into it. Didn't come out humming anything, right? And then Kanye did his Kanye thing for 3 weeks. You got to be freaking kidding me, man. Just a mess of a human being right now. And I want to stand up for him. Or family show. Gotta get right. Not stand up for him, but just be like, man, this is an artist and this is someone that's going through some stuff and this is someone that has a warped view of society. Right? But it's really hard to defend some of that stuff. Like, really hard. So that's where I am now with Kanye. I just gotta stand on the sidelines and tuck my elbows in and just wait for this storm to pass without an album, by the way. We were promised an album. I think that's my biggest issue. At least Kanye always made do on his music promises. He was regularly putting out albums in September. It was Yeezy season, right? You can't promise me a second album like that and then push it back. Does Kanye know you feel this way, Midtown Uniform? I've reached out to him a couple of times. Overall, no. I reached out to him when he was down, you know. I would believe that he doesn't believe that he's down right now because he craves attention and he's getting it. But at the same time, I worry about him. I worry about him like a friend. You understand? Kanye was at his absolute apex, prime celebrity, center of the music universe, and his mom was perfectly healthy, lost. The only person that could ever calm him down or inject him with any sense of reason, humility, responsibility, logic, self-respect, place in point of history and in terms of culture. Donda covered all that for Kanye, right? And keeping him grounded was probably where I should have started. She goes away, Taylor Swift happens, the whole thing blows up, and then we basically lose the Kanye we know forever. Because that kind of stuff changes you. Sudden loss changes you drastically. So we lose the person that we relied on, and then we lose ourselves. This is a fantasy football show. Tell me where else you get this. I just want to know. I just want to know where you get this stuff. Tell me. Tell me what I want to know. Tell me what I want to know. It's deep, man. It's deep and it's troubling. But you know, I always be like, yeah, artists spill paint. Artists spill paint. He kicked a fucking bucket. Family show. He kicked the bucket of paint. He took the easel, the thing that you hold with all the colors, and he threw it at the wall. But not like Jackson Pollock. Like repeal the 13th Amendment. Really rough. Really rough. And talk about someone with the power to change other people's lives. And nobody's got more social wield than that couple. But Kanye has foregone it. The star that burns twice as bright burns half as long. And the star that wears the MAGA hat loses all respect from his people. You can put that on my tombstone. It's just all coming out in perfection tonight, guys. I don't know how to... I ain't getting it anywhere else like this. It's your favorite fantasy analyst, man. It's just the way we do. I don't know how Chester Rogers is going to do as a flex play, but I know where Kanye's at. No, I know. Chester Rogers, 4 catches for 48 yards, and if you think anything else, you don't know shit. Family show. We got to come out like gangbusters, man. If the Colts want to win this game, they got to take a lead, right? They got to come out aggressive. But I also think that they have to do a good job of keeping the ball away from the Patriots offense. And that means a run game. And that hasn't been anything they've been good at. Nothing to me says that they're going to be able to do that. Run the ball with success. But Nyheim Hines is the kind of player that can break a Patriots defense. Let's go into Game Pass. Do we still have Game Pass up? That would be sick. All right. I want to look at Nyheim Hines' touches in the second half against the Texans. Hello. Oh, this is the broadcast. This is how I get banned. Broadcast. Coach's film. I'm looking for Nyheim Hines touches. Sorry. Because this is a guy that can be a major player for the Colts, change their fortunes. I'm telling you, it's all about the dudes that come out of nowhere, that you get at value and explode for value. That's how you win football games. That's how you win lots of football games. The Giants would have been garbage without Andrew Luck. That's a fact. Oh my God, Andrew Luck. I'm reading all the stats. The Giants would have been garbage in the Eli era without Victor Cruz. Because Victor Cruz was a Pro Bowl wide receiver that they got for free. They didn't have to do anything. So they get a player that nobody wanted, and he becomes a top player in the NFL. Man, that's like adding 2 wins to your team. And I can think of multiple games where Victor Cruz made clutch plays that helped the Giants win. That's how he became so beloved, not from salsa dancing, which, for the record, is cool because you got to get in the end zone to salsa dance, my guy. So if you're salsa dancing, you're scoring, and that means I'm going to be a fan. This is a tough Nyheim Hines run. I don't like it. I want to see him line up in the slot. This was a crazy game, man. Short to Nyheim Hines for 4 yards. Let's take a look at this. This is 2-minute drill. It's just a rollout. Okay, we don't want that. Pass deep to Ryan Grant. Pass short right to Hines. Let's take a look at this. I really think that this guy is the next big player for the Colts. Releases. Oh, that pass isn't good. He's trying to get out of bounds. At least he's smart. I'm looking. There's a play that I'm thinking of. If I'm like, looks like, what am I doing? Here it is. Third quarter. Empty set, right? I know what you're thinking, Rick. Nyheim Hines is a running back. So why are we watching empty set? Well, funny you should say that. Nyheim Hines is lined up as a wide receiver here. And he's got a good matchup. And he's going to take advantage of that matchup. And this is what the Colts are going to try to do tonight. Right? This is Hines right here in the slot. Luck is in the empty set. And it's an out and up. That's real nice. Athletic freak. Attacks the ball at the highest point. We love this. Right? Get in the slot. Get the matchup you want. Work the sidelines. Soft zone coverage. Throw over the top. And then this is the individual effort that separates passing catching back that separates the Tariq Cohens from the Jordan Howards. You know what I mean? That's the way to put it. We love it. Look at this. Look at this ball, too. Empty set. You have to spread the defense out. It's a passing league now, baby. Nice little touch on that ball. Great. Over the safety's head. That ball is. Look at him high point that ball, right? Attack the ball at its highest point. 1, 2 feet. Time to spare. Love it. Love it. Let the man dance. Right? So that's the stuff you want to look out for tonight. Nyheim Hines in space, in prime time, mostly because T.Y. Hilton's not around. Nyheim Hines is the most explosive player left on that offense. Right? They need him. They want to compete in this game. Wowza, they're going to need him. So look out for that in terms of big plays tonight because the Colts are going to be without T.Y. Hilton, without a corner, without a safety, without a pass rusher. And all that points to a Pats blowout. What does that mean? Colts garbage time. And in Colts garbage time, the passing back is Nyheim Hines, right? Game script, baby. It's just set up for him. His role is growing. He's making plays with the ball. It's set up for him to have a night. Y'all know about the boombox? Before we get out of here and I make some bets. I have to make my bets and I have to get 4 fantasy lineups ready. Because I worked hard as frick today. And I didn't look at fantasy football at work one time, which is, ironic considering what I do. But, the boombox is how you get down with us. And it's how I reward you for hanging with me. Deposit into your Boom account. Send the screenshot to rick@boomfantasy.com. Put you on the board. And we put you in the bucket. and you're drawing from the boom box. You're gonna look like me rocking your Boom hoodie. Why wouldn't you want to look like me? We can go into Times Square for Good Morning Boom and do the Spider-Man meme. You're gonna get Boom swag. You're gonna be able to rep Boom on the streets. Even if you're not at a party, you know? You could just Boom on your keychain, maybe some Boom flip-flops. You never know. Then we're going to Pristine Auction. I made it rain at Pristine Auction. I spent almost half of $1,000 at Pristine Auction. And I got a ton of stuff. Autograph stuff, Hall of Famer autograph stuff, jerseys for your man cave, jerseys for your furnished basement, hanging out, repping your favorite NFL apparel, some of the best players that ever play the game, maybe just a fun name, maybe just a player that you like. We've been through these. We got Hall of Famers. We got Madden cover athletes. We got real peeps. Real peeps. We got their jerseys. Let's go look at bobbleheads before we close this out. 5 minutes left today. I'm telling you, I gotta end at exactly 8 because I have to put in lineups and make bets. And FanDuel's doing this refund promotion on their sportsbook for first touchdown. I should probably get in on that. We go to eBay, we search bobblehead. This is where it happens. Christian Yelich, name and number night. Sponsored. Someone really wants to give this away. Todd Thomas, I have no idea who that is. Pedro for $27.99. Pedro tied to Pesky's pole. It kind of looks like Pedro. We love that. Aaron Judge bobblehead. Aaron Judge Star Wars. That's a lot. Mookie Betts splash. Replica ring bobblehead jersey coin. $89. That's actually a pretty good deal. It's a Beltran jersey. It's a replica championship ring. And it's a jersey sealed up. That's super litty. It's crazy that people would want to buy championship rings. You know? Ohtani. That's nice. Chaumet and no-hitter. Oral Hershiser. These are recent giveaways. Here we go. Sandy Koufax 2013. We want that. Chris Bryant, 2015 NL Rookie of the Year, $15, or buy it now for $50. It's got 3 hours left, so the buy it now for $50 is it's ambitious. It's ambitious to say the least. Mike Scioscia, that's new. Listed. He's not the manager anymore, so that becomes a collector's item, right? Mr. Met with everything good the Mets have ever done. Legendary. Legendary. Buy it now, 45? How about I buy it now for $5? Oh, they got the Gardner. Someone's shipping mass packages of Yankees bobbleheads. That's a grind. I know New Yorkers. New Yorkers be on their grind heavy. Everyone's trying to get rid of Todd Thomas bobbleheads. I feel you. This is a good one. This is actually getting a lot of bids. Ham Porter, and it comes with a bat that you slide into his arms. I know what it's supposed to look like. Thank you. 31 watchers and 13 bids. So this started at $40. This got real. We've been climbing on this. This is a limited edition run for sure. That's dope, actually. Ron Kittle. This is the one that we put in your box. This is the one. Or Mark McGwire, 62 home runs. That's nice. Very legitimate feat that Mark McGwire definitely accomplished without any help. You get it. That goes in the box with an autographed jersey from Pristine Auctions, but you got to deposit during a Boom Fantasy live stream and send the screenshot to me, rick@boomfantasy.com, and you get entered to win, and you want to win multiple drawings this season. Do you like hanging out for our 2-hour shindig? I always like hanging out with y'all. Let's bang on this theme song and get out of here. What do you say? Ooh, it's time for football. Big day, big day. What do you think the Brewers are doing? Did they get their runs? They did not. And it's bottom 8. So they better get them while they got them. Because they're running out of time to get them. Oh, but Yelich just walked. So we got 2 on and 1 out. And Harrison Musgrave is pitching. If there were ever a time to get some insurance, boys, Ryan Braun's about to step up with 2 on and no outs. Don't mind if I do. Oh, it's one on. Harris, Yelich just walked me the only one. Woo! There's no music. There's no volume on the music because I turned it down before. Killing me Smalls. Oh, the volume slider's broken. Well, it's a silent end to the show. That's how we like to do it. Fire! Guys, enjoy the game. I will see you in the Boom Fantasy app posting videos, Sunday strategy, etc., and enjoy the game. Talk to me at the Rick Rosen. Love y'all. Good luck contests, and I'll see you live 10-1 on the Checkdown Sunday.